Welcome back, guys, to the Mindcrack server. This is Season 5, Episode number 10. Today, we got a few things to do. First thing up, we're gonna go look at the town square and the area beneath it. And I'm gonna say that it's 95% finished. I spent basically all day working on it. And I think it looks pretty neat. So we're gonna go check it out. I may make some tweaks to it along the way. A number of you guys have suggested pretty good ideas in the comments that I have implemented, and if you suggest some more, I might change them. I might do these things, but for the most part, we're gonna consider it done. And then after that, we're gonna do some fun stuff with my weird spawn house. I had an idea that just sort of occurred to me, and we're gonna see if it'll work. All right, so don't want to waste any time. Let's get going. Oh, hang on. Let me take care of this. Someone left a bunch of gravel in a pillar here, and I'm sort of taking it upon myself to clean up things in the map, so let me clean that up and get those back. I mean, let me just collect those, and whoever owns them can get them from me later, I guess. That was a lot of them. Oh, there's a block up there. I didn't do that! It wasn't me, I swear. There's more gravel here in Nebrus's house. Okay. If there's a block up there that someone left, maybe that person should go get it in a bit. I don't know. We'll see. All right. Anyway, enough dilly-dally, enough silly tomfoolery. Let me put that and that in there. Oh, by the way, so we need to do some work on the house, and I need to move this stuff in there. I want a real inventory, that kind of thing. So we're going to make an enchanting table to put there. Good. And let me just toss that in there for now. Hey, yay! People are congratulating me for doing things. All right, let's go look at the town square and see. Oh, yes, people are saying nice to me. Awesome. Let's go take a look at the town square, and I'll show you what I've done. Spent most of the day working on it since the last episode. And then we'll get to work on the house. I also want to, because I just got that achievement, the next one open, or actually, this was already available, but I'm in an achievement mood. By the way, the Farlanders put out a tweet saying that based off my last episode of Captive Minecraft 2, where I requested a harder map, they're gonna make Captive Minecraft 3 much, much harder, and to blame me. And I don't see anyone. Okay, no one gets a free diamond. Let's climb up this ladder, and then I guess I can get rid of this ladder. I put this ladder here to look at the town square. So here we go, a number of small tweaks. So there's now glass here, so you can look down through it. And these arrows look a little bit different because of that. The detailing here is a little different. Reversed some stairs for that. And overall, it's very clean. Oh, I took in the corners here. I was trying to compromise with Etho because he built his building 3 blocks over the town square. I was trying to compromise and say, okay, tell you what, I'll meet you halfway. I'll bring in the corners, and then he just kind of ignored me. He doesn't want to move his building, and I understand that would be quite a lot. It's not just to move it, but all the redstone underneath. He said he doesn't have time right now. Anyway, he said maybe later. He's real busy right now. But all I wanted really is to move that one redstone lamp. Let's go look at it. This one right here. This is really the only thing. After I bring in the corners, if this was there, I think it would be fine. Then this little bit of overlap, I don't think we would have to worry about that too much. Anyway, let's go down. So I updated the walls. We've got a lot of little decorations, little clay pots with miscellaneous flowers in them, and a little cutie thing here. This one is dead. Someone didn't water it. And there are colored accents in the walls here, which correspond to the side of the chamber we're in. I don't have an official name for this, by the way. I called the video, Village Project Logistics or something. That's not a sexy term. I need a nice term that sounds good. I thought about it calling the Project Boardroom, and same thing, man. It's just like I'm already asleep by the time I finish saying that. So I don't know what to call this. So come up with a good name. So the structure is a little bit more apparent now because of the glass, I think, and I cleaned up this corners. These column-y things, the vaulting or whatever, they only reach to the center, and they don't, like, there's no other cobblestone in the ceiling. And so the fountain sort of reaches down and connects to the chains. Did before. Some of these details are a little different. I rotated the water 90 degrees like a few people suggested, and I agree. The result was better. I tried it. Sometimes people suggest things, I try it, and I disagree, and I change it back. But in this case, that was a good idea. So we've got different colored accents, and then these ones, this one and that one, are blue stained clay because the north, south, east, west direction ended up being blue stained clay. So just sort of, just something to connect the bottom to the top. And I think it looks pretty neat. There's that one. So there's green there because we're on the green side here. We've got some, are these lilacs? I forget what those are called. We've got those. Then we've got red here. And, you know, light blue and yellow, etc. And the beacon, of course, is there as well. I simplified the floors. After trying some different floors, I tried some different floor designs after having all of this design done, and they seemed a bit cluttered. One of the things that I think is a bit flawed with the build design on places like the Hypixel server is they put so many details into every little thing. Every last little thing is just detail, 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 that your eye doesn't know where to go. A detail is there to draw your eye to something important, and if you just put details every last little square inch, your eyeball is like confused. It says like, where am I supposed to go? It's like a shark looking at a school of fish. Which one do I eat? I don't know. There's too many. So I simplified the floor. We still have the glowstone and just tiny little hints of details around the glowstone. And I tried to focus the details around the more interesting stuff, like this column here and the vaulting and that kind of stuff. And if you look up from here, I think the whole thing looks much nicer. And I'm going to consider it 95% done. Got little flower pots here as well. 95% done. And maybe some little tweaks here or there. And of course, people are free to come add their things. And it's only been open a few days, so maybe not everybody's aware of it yet. Or not everybody has ideas. I do have ideas for a game. And, actually, it's just going to be a version of King of the Ladder. If nobody else makes King of the Ladder, I'll make King of the Ladder. But if someone else wants to do it, it's not that big a deal. They can do it. There's the redstone board. The Shop Village project. Dock Shop. Dock Shop. Dock Shop. I don't know how the music goes. Dock Shop, something like that. The best shop on the server, coming soon. And then over here, I reserved a sheep building, although I don't think it's a huge deal, at least in my mind. If like 3 different people want to make sheep stuff, go for it. Why not? Have fun. Go crazy. Crazy, go nuts. And then the barn, Good and Ori are making. And the gyms, a slice of life melon farm. That seems cool. All right, maybe good for potions. I don't know. And then Jenny B wants to make a stuff it game. I don't know what that is. So that's it. Tell you what, I'm gonna walk around because sometimes I don't know. When you're watching someone's video, it's not the same as being able to wander around here. I mean, I guess eventually you'll be able to see this on the museum and play Mindcrack, but I don't know how long that'll be. So I'll just wander around with the UI off. Looks nice. Maybe I'll take a. Tell you what, options, video settings. Ooh, okay, the video settings are a bit different. I'm looking for the particles. Yeah, it used to be down here, now it's over here. So for screenshots, I want to turn the particles off, because otherwise they get in the way. Just take a few screenshots. We'll wander around real briefly, and then we will move on. How about one looking up? Something like that. That's pretty dramatic. Okay. Maybe, yeah, let's just get a few. I don't know about that. That's a little bit too big and in your face. Maybe there. Right there. Plow. Okay, good. That's enough. And let's go to options, video settings, particles, all. Done. Okay, so that, I'm going to consider that 95% done. Oh, by the way, the snapshot we're on, the glass does not yet color the beacon. So I'm not going to worry about that until we change to a new snapshot. Stuff changes so quick that I don't think it's worth your time, or my time, to update everything to a snapshot. I don't even know if we're going to... I don't even know if we'll upgrade to that snapshot. For all I know, another snapshot may come out, which changes it, and we'll skip the one that with the colored glass to the new one. I don't know. So, but if we update to that snapshot, we need to change the glass, we will. So there. Okay, let's move on. There's another pillar to the sky. That one is definitely not mine. There's a block in the air. Alright, so moving on. What I need to do today is I need to get this stuff and I need to move it inside and get it organized because I am running out of room here. I've got all this stuff crammed into here and it's getting to the point with some of these where I'm just putting stuff in random chests. It's like I'm generic B or something. I'm just putting random stuff in random chests where it don't belong, and then when I go looking for it, I can't find it. So we need to do some work here. I was trying to rush the town square thing because we just opened the 4 villages in the corners of the map, and that's 100% community build. Wanted to get that done because it's such a prominent thing. People literally walk through there every day, all day, every day. So wanted to get that done, but now that that's done, I can spend a little bit of time working on this. So we need to put this stuff in here, and I was thinking, let me see, let me check something here. Alright, I've got 9 chests. If I want to do the full kit and caboodle, I'm going to need more than 9, but I wanted to check something. So I've already been using some weird blocks here, right? I'm making fences, and I'm making a house out of fences and stone walls and whatever. And we need to put in some storage. Aha! You can open a chest when there's a fence above it. Okay. That will definitely inform some decisions we're about to make on what this weird place is going to be like. So let's come down here. Let's do a little bit of crafting. I don't know where this chicken came from, but he's not welcome. It's possible a spider jockey, but they're supposed to despawn with the baby zombie. So I don't know. All right, so gonna need some storage. Huh. Oh, wait, hang on a second. Okay, it's like this. You're right, all right. Scared me there for a second. I thought, whoa, did something different, something changed, but no. I was thinking of the next recipe because when you make a trap chest, you want it there. And actually, I'll just do 16. Boom. All right, good. All right, or is that shapeless now? That's the trap chest. Is it shapeless now? It used to not be. So that works. Trap chest. No, it is not shapeless. Oh, to the left or the right. Okay, fine. Good enough. Let's put that away. So we've got 16 of each. That should be plenty. Let's put that away. Got an extra piece of stinking chicken. And, oh, there's a name tag down here. Hey, do you want a diamond? You want a diamond? You want a diamond there, fella? Hello? There we go. Diamonds to you. Free diamond for you, Mr. Person down there. Okay, good. Let's move on. So we can use chests. Maybe we'll use furnaces as the walls. Let's just run in here real quick. And then I want... They're accusing me of hacking. You don't know that. For all he knows, I could have given it to somebody else. What if I replace all these walls with chests, and this is the storage room? Let's just forget about practicality. Yeah, it's a funny person to be hearing about getting things legit, Mr. X-ray machine. I was thinking for a while, how am I going to fit in the storage in this type of room that's so weird? And maybe we just make it weird. Maybe that's the idea. Okay, so that's trapped. Oh, no. If we're going to do it like this, we want them like that. Okay, nice. And we'll replace these as well. Let's see. Trap chest, we want the normal ones. And I'll even do this one. That one needs to be trapped. And this one needs to be not trapped. Chest. Okay. Chest. Good. Those we could make, because they're diagonal, we could make them either or, but it doesn't matter. There is one, actually. I'll go show him in just a second. But that's an idea. But first, oh, okay, Seth Bleen took care of it. The cobble structure to the west. I had an idea. So sometimes I don't know what to do with a project, and I just sort of let it sit around in the back of my brain until something occurs to me. Other times, when I'm under a deadline, like the town square, I just have to work at it. I have to grind it out, and that's what I literally did. I've been grinding that out for a few days to come up with something that I thought was nice. So for this, I didn't really know what the next step was. And then I just had this idea, which sounds awesome, maybe terrible, but we're going to have to try it out to see. And that idea is, maybe instead of it just being this cube, what if we add like a big tower here, and maybe like a shorter one, but a squatter tower there, and make it into like a castle keep that's been eroded away or something. Because eventually I was going to put a fence around this, some kind of gated wall or something around my build, and then have gardens in here, which is kind of like a castle. So this could be like a castle wall, and then that could be the keep, the center of the castle, the last line of defense. And so we could have like a big tall tower and like a squat tower, and then something else over there. So I want to try that out. That sounds like it might be awesome. It might be terrible, but it sounds like it might be awesome. So that's what we need to do right now. We need to try that out. And to do that, I think first what I'll do is I will build the stone part of it. And if it passes the step back and take a look at it test, where if you don't know that test, what you do, you step back and you take a look at it. If it passes that test, then we'll move forward and do something with the fences. So I think I'm going to change up the way that the cobblestone was in here anyway. Instead of it just being the edges, I want it to be some kind of design that sort of weaves through things. So I'm going to go ahead and get rid of that, and we'll just work with the cobblestone walls for a while. Right, okay. Let's put... Whoa! One block of dirt. Oh! What? What? Oh my gosh. I've never seen that. Is that a snapshot thing with like the invisible blocks? Holy crap. You know, I'm not really worried about creeper blow-ups because I've got a decent amount of armor. As long as you block, it's nearly impossible for a creeper to kill you. Even on hard mode. I mean, they've been nerfed a lot ever since the early days of Minecraft. Ever since they added the sprinting feature, actually. Creepers ceased being scary. If you want to play a game with scary creepers, go back to a version of the game where there's no sprinting mechanic. Okay, let's fill that in. Wow. That's still grass, so I'm assuming it was kind of like that. That's funny. Okay. Glad I got that on camera as well. All right. So anyway, where was I? Okay, we're doing this. And we'll just put 2 of those on there. Jump, jump. Okay, so I'm going to build this up, and I'm just going to, like, outline some towers, and then we'll step back and see what it looks like. All right, so I think that looks a little bit more imposing, doesn't it? It definitely has a little bit more character than just the cube we had beforehand. And a storyline is actually starting to develop in my head. Did I talk about the wizard before? And how this would be like a wizard hut made out of fences? And I wanted to give it this organic shape. But here's the storyline. I'm thinking there used to be a castle here in ages long gone by. Some very successful and idyllic kingdom resided here. And the king lived here. And then came along an evil sorcerer or something like that, right? And he blew the hell out of the thing with some giant spell. And he decided to make the ruins his home. And so he casts some kind of spell of like some giant thorn bush spell or something. And all of this is the remains of the thorn bush, all of the branches that are left over. And so this is where the wizard makes his residence, in the leftover remnants of the old castle. I don't know. Maybe that's a little weird, but I think I think it's interesting. It's interesting to me anyway. I get bored of doing the same old thing every time, so I try to do something a little different each time. And I think this is kind of cool. We could do some similar stuff with, oops, whoopsie daisy, with the wall around the area. And let's see, did I do anything else off camera? I made this fort. There's a ladder leading up to it, so I haven't really had a tower in a while. At least not one where I could look over something useful, like the developing spawn village. So we can hop up here. I'm not sure if this ladder will be around forever. I might get rid of it if the rest of this gets surrounded. See how there's like missing cobblestone walls. We might keep it here. I don't know. I haven't made a real decision. I do want to work some cobblestone into the walls and some strange designs or some fun designs. So up there is like, I don't know, this is like the watchtower. And it's not very, you can't really see much. Can I jump up to that? Oh, okay, yeah, that's better. I think I'm the tallest building in Spawn. This thing doesn't count. And I built that, so yes. I am now, suck it, Arcus. This is just like when we redid Good's house in Season 3. And I outdid Arcus's tower with a taller tower. I now have the tallest building in all of Spawn. Yes. Okay, that's awesome. I'm happy about that at least. I always liked towers. Ever since I first started playing Minecraft, I always built towers to survey the land. And I am super looking forward for the snapshot where we can see 30-some chunks into the distance. Maybe not on a multiplayer server, but in a single-player game, sure. Okay, one other thing I want to show you before we end the video, and be sure to give me feedback on this, what you think looks nice, what different directions I should take with it, different ideas for things to add, maybe different castle-y things. I have been living a lie. Now, I've made it pretty clear that I prefer to work with the landscape. I don't like destroying the landscape. When people, for instance, go into a mesa and just start bulldozing the thing to get their stained clay, that annoys the hell out of me. If I want stained clay, I'm going to dig it in a way that doesn't look terrible. I'm going to go deep underground where no one will notice, really. And so I was looking around, and what did I see? Where did I see it? Right here. I can only imagine that an Enderman took these blocks or something. Look at this. So, yeah. Apparently, by the time I set up this area, someone had already perpetrated a gigantic lie. That's not the real terrain. The real terrain is down here. And someone has seen fit to fake it. But I guess we'll just have to go with it. And eventually I'll probably fill this in with dirt. I got a pretty decent amount of dirt just sitting around from my other ventures. This links up directly with Neverus's base. Neverus. I wonder if he's to blame. Someone is to blame, and someone must be punished. Okay, yeah, but I had no idea until that moment, just a few minutes ago, that this terrain was not naturally generated. No idea whatsoever. Chomp on my food. Let's grab some dirt. And tell you what, I'm going to end the episode, and I'm going to, as soon as the episode's over, I'm going to use all that dirt to try to fill in the hillside so that at a bare minimum, there's not a giant gaping hole underneath my base. And we'll start with that. I'll leave that open because I'm going to jump down there and fill that in. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. Give me your feedback in the comments below on the castle idea, the wizard living in the ruins of a castle idea, that kind of stuff. And we'll see you next time. See you later. Take it easy. Have a good day. Bye-bye.